Hi students, very good afternoon to all of you. So this is S. Arvind, Department of EEE, DYSIT, Kavali. So here in the previous session I discussed about some other data moving functions, that is one shot function and sweep function and clear function and some FIFO functions. So these are the other data handling functions we discussed in the previous session. So now I am going to discuss some register bits. So that is the bit patterns in the register. So today I am going to discuss bit patterns in a register. So bit patterns in a register. So before going to this topic, I would like to tell something about digital bits. So here, in most of the PLCs are using digital bits, are capable of working with the digital bits. So the main concept is going through these digital bits. So most of the PLCs are capable of working with these digital bits. So that means if you want to control the output devices, that is the output status of the register, we have to control the individual contacts. In the previously we are using individual contacts to control the output devices. So now in this topic I would like to give some introduction about digital bits. So these are useful to control the output devices by using bit patterns. So here, most of the PLCs are most capable of working with digital bits. So if we want to control the output devices, we are using some individual bits in the previous manner. So these bits are used to control the register bits in groups. So these PLCs are using register bits in groups to control the register outputs in this one. So here I am taking bit patterns. So for example, if you want to control 16 machines, we have to use 16 bits. We have to use 16 bits from a 16-bit register. So for example, I am taking 16 machines to control. So to control these 16 machines, we are using 16 bits from a 16-bit register. So another example, I am taking 157 machines. So here I am taking 157 machines. That means in this one we have to control the on-off status of these 157 machines. So to control these 157 machines, we have to use 10 registers. 10 registers of a 16-bit register. So here I am taking 10 registers to control the 157 machines. That means I am taking 157 from the 16-bit register. That is 157 to 60, that is equal to approximately, it gives 9.88. So that means we are using 10 register bits, 10 registers in the 157 machines to control. So coming to main topic, that is bit patterns in a register. So in some PLCs, the internal slots for memory and operation are called addresses. So that is internal slots for memory and operation are called registers. So here I am using these addresses. So in some PLCs we are using these internal slots for memory is called as in registers. So here I am using registers word in this concept. So here, so if you want to insert the bit patterns into the register, we will call upon this onto a screen. We will call upon this bit patterns onto the screen, and then the keyboard is used to insert the digital bits into the register. That is the bit numbers. So here I have to tell something, that is, so in the previously PLC function operations, we are using numerical values. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, something. These are the numerical values we are using in the previous PLC function operations. And now here we are using numerical values, but that too in a binary pattern. So in a binary bit pattern, that is, it will give status as ones and zeros only. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, not something like that. So here I am using binary bit, that is ones and zeros pattern only we are using this one. So here I am taking one example to explain this bit patterns. So here I am taking one register, that is HR0207 register. I am taking one HR0207 register. So it contains one BCD value, that is 7851, and equivalent decimal value. This is the BCD value of this register, and we have one equivalent decimal value, that is 30801. 30801. But previously I told that, so in this one we are not using numerical values. So here we are using binary bit patterns, that is binary values, that is zeros and ones. So that means these two values are irrelevant at this point. So these two values are irrelevant at this point. Here I am using binary bits, that is I am taking binary bits, that is for 7851. So here I am using, so we already know that for the 7 the binary pattern is 0111 and 8 1000 and 5 0101 and 1 0001. So these are the binary bits of this BCD value, that is 7851. Here I am using these binary bits into this register. So HR0207 I am using these registers. So this one is equivalent to 7, and this one is equivalent to 8, this one is equivalent to 5, and this one is equivalent to 1. So these are used in the bit pattern. So here I am inserting these values into the register. So after that we will follow the operation. So next I am taking one example. So here, suppose we wish to have two outputs, that is CR0081 and CR0082. So these are the two outputs we are using in this example. So by using these two, by taking these two outputs, you have to control these two outputs by using two bit statuses, register bit statuses, that is bit 11 and bit 12. So here I am using these two register bit statuses to control these two outputs. So it will looks like this. Here I am taking one input. Here I am taking two register bit statuses. So these two outputs are in the. So here I am taking one example, that is here this is the register HR0207 and HR0207. So here we are having bit 11 and bit 12. So here we are having two outputs, that is CR001 and CR0082. So we have to control these two outputs by using these two bit statuses. So if we want to control this output CR0081, we are using bit 11 status of the HR0207 register, and at the same time if you want to control CR0082 output, so here we are using bit 12 status. So in the HR0207 register. So this is the example how we control the outputs by using the register bit statuses. And next one, here in this one I am taking 10 bits to control 10 outputs. Here I am taking 10 bits to control the 10 outputs. So normally I am taking 16-bit register. Normally I am taking 16-bit register. So here I am taking the values of So here I am taking 16-bit register. So this is a 16-bit register. So these are the 16 bits, these are the bit numbers. And this is register, that is HR0207 register. So these are the output statuses. So these are the output statuses of the HR0207 register. So here, that means if you have one value, that means this is output on condition, and if you have 0, that means here the output is off. So that means we have to take only ones and zeros. That is the binary bit patterns of the register. So here I want to control 10 outputs. So that means I have to take 10 bits from this register. I have to control 10 outputs. That means I have to take 10 bits from the 16-bit register. So because these 6 registers are not used, because I am taking 10 outputs, that means we have to use 10 bits only. So remaining 6 bits are not used in this example. So here I am taking 10 outputs. That means I have to control those 10 outputs by using these 10 bits. So here I am taking the 10 outputs. So next one is how to change the register bit statuses in the bit patterns in a register. Suppose if you want to control 157 machines, already I said that one example in the introduction only. I am taking 157 machines. So for that bit pattern we are using 10 registers only. But in the coiled contact ladder control, so we are using 157 ladder lines to control those 157 outputs. So here I am taking changing bit status of register. Changing bit status of register. So here I am taking one example. So previously I am taking 16-bit register. Here I am taking that one also. That one only. So here I am taking 16-bit register. So suppose if you want to change the status of this 4th bit, these are the bit numbers we are using in this example. So this is the HR0207 register. So these are the outputs. These are the outputs of the register. Suppose you wish to change the status of this register, that is this bit. Here we are having 0. So if you want to change the status of this bit value, so we will call upon this HR0207 register into the screen, and after that we will rewrite this bit pattern again. That means here by pushing the return, we are inserting this bit pattern into the PLC CPU. So this changing process is very slow. That means here I am using some more accomplished concepts in to change the bit status of the register. So those are the first one is bit set, that is also known as a BS, and bit clear, so that is also known as BC, and third one is bit follow, that is BF. So these are the 3 methods is used to speed up the changing process of the bit patterns in the register, bit status of the register. So by using first one, this is the bit set. So here I am using bit set function. So here I am taking one block diagram. That means here I am taking one input, and here we are using one function. This is the BS0081. So this is the bit set function value, that is the BS00, and here I am taking IN0020. This is the input, setting the input initial condition. So here if the bit status, the bit set function is enabled, that means here I am using, we have to change the 4th bit status. That means we have to change the 0 value to 1 by using the bit set value. So here whenever the BS0081 value function is enabled, that means the bit value in the output value in the fourth bit is changed to 1, permanently changed to 1. So whenever the PS0081 function is disabled, that means there is no effect on this register. There is no effect on this register. So that is, by using bit set value we are changing bit 4 value of HR0207 value to 1. So whenever the PS0081 function is enabled, at that time this 0 value is changed to 1 permanently. Whenever the PS0081 value is disabled, that means the value is not changed. Already it is 1, so it is always on one condition only. Okay, and next I am taking bit clear function, that is BC. So for that one I am taking one diagram. So here I am taking bit clear. So by using this bit clear, this is the opposite effect of the bit set operation. So by using this bit clear value, I am taking opposite of this one, that is I am taking bit 5. So here I am taking bit 5 value. Here we have the output value as 1. So by using this bit clear value, so whenever the bit clear value is enabled, that means this one value is changed to 0. So whenever the PC0082 function is disabled, so this function is, there is no change in the value. It always in the 0 value only. So that means there is no effect on this value. So that means if you want to apply this BC, that is the bit clear function on 6th bit, there is no effect on this one, there is no change in the bit 6 value. Okay, next I am taking third one, that is bit follow. Third one is bit follow function. So here I am taking one example, one diagram, that is so go back to fourth bit. So I am using in this one also I am taking the fourth bit. I have to change the bit status of this fourth bit. So here we have 0 value. So whenever the bit follow function is enabled, so this 0 value is changed to 1. And after that, if the BF0083 value is changed, that means it will change it to 0. It will change it to, so whenever the bit follow function is enabled, it will change it to 1 value. And if the BF function is enabled, so this is enabled function and this is disabled function. So here in this one, if the enable is on, if the BF function is on, the 0 value changes to 1. And if the BF function is disabled, the 0 value remains in the 0th bit only. So this is the bit patterns and changing bit status of the register. So this is the concept. Thank you. If you want to see this video, please subscribe to DBS Talks.